a decision, if they make this, and I'm going to say that, smack myself in the back of the head 3 times, if they make the decision to reschedule this to a Schedule 3 drug, it's going to have to go through the Senate to get that finally confirmed. And I think it's going to be a really tough time for them to do that. But if let's say they do that, it's going to open up a quagmire and list of issues that's going to be another 15 years in rolling out. Why? Because if it becomes a Schedule 3 drug, who's responsible for anything on the Schedule 3? Oh, that group of people called the FDA. Well, what if they get rid of the FDA? Well, they get rid of the FDA, they turn it back over to the states, and then each state, by the time we look at this 5 years from now, will we really have a Schedule 3 drug? Probably not. Why? Because Schedule 3 drugs should be able to be sold at pharmacies, not just these things that are called dispensaries. So you got these buildings that got built, and this whole infrastructure that got built that's really contrary to what the federal law would be. Take a look at what's going on in Georgia. In Georgia, they have allowed for cannabis to be distributed through independent pharmacies across the state, along with giving licenses to groups that can actually open dispensaries. But the difference between a dispensary and a pharmacy is going to be crazy. You know, the feds already stepped in and said, if you sell anything in a dispensary and a pharmacy, we're going to come and shut you down. But then they now back that off. I mean, I think that the quagmire that's about to hit this industry, I don't even think we've even come close to understanding how disastrous that could be. This thing needs to be either descheduled or maybe, you know, I don't know. I'm caught in the middle because I'm caught in the middle of my brain trying to figure out if they deschedule, that means that they still leave it up to the states. If they leave it up to the states, then the states are still going to fight this crossing state lines, and they're going to want to tax. 15 more years of just no man's land and ridiculousness. That's my point of view. What do you think?